Magic! Magic! I've got magic! Hi guys, I just wanted to share with you, of course I've got my magic, I have to use my wand. I wanted to ask a couple of you questions and see if you guys can let me know if it's happened to you. I bought this, this is actually the second glue gun that I get from Joann's. It's the one with the fine tip. But for some reason, my other one, of course, that was my fault. It fell and the tip went in. It wouldn't come out. So I went ahead and I threw that away because I couldn't use it. It was too thick and the way it was coming out was wrong, the glue. And then I bought this one. And this weekend, as I was using it, the glue, I noticed it kept like leaking through here, through this area and not here. And all of a sudden I hear the explosion and my gun caught fire. Let me show you the glue stick that I had just put in a new one. I don't know, you guys can see that. See, it's black. So my glue gun is burned. It fried, and you could see the glue all dripping here. Here's a big blob. So I wanted to know if any of you, and I can't even close this because of all the glue that spilled there. So I want to know if any of you this has happened to. And if it has, let me know what you did. Did you return it? Did you ask Joann's for a refund? Because, like I said, this is the second one that I have. So, with that said, let me go to what my video is really about. I just created this. I finally broke down and started using my Graphic 45 Once Upon a Springtime collection. I've been hoarding it, and I said, you know, I need to start using this because I have so much of it. I have the 12 by 12 pack, I have the 8 by 8, and I also bought the sheets separate. So I had like 3 of the 12 by 12s of each sheet, plus I had the 8 by 8. So let me share with you what I did. I bought this birdhouse. Originally, it's a mushroom. I bought it at Michael's when they had them on sale. And I knew when I got it, I wanted to do something with fairies, but I just wasn't sure if I really wanted to break into that paper. But I did. So here's what I did. I went ahead and I fuzzy cut this image here, and I put that in the front, and I put a little pearl in the door. And then I went ahead and this image, it's doubled, so you could see. And I put that image there. And then I fuzzy cut all the little tiny flowers. And then I don't know if you guys can see that well, this little bird here. I put that inside. I put a stick of one of those popsicle sticks, and then I glued that onto it, and I just put a ring of the bling around. And then if you could see here, this had all this fuzzy cut, and it went up to here. So now I had here, I don't know, okay, there you go, like a little, like if it was a little walkway, and I set one of the little fairies there. See, you could see her there, and you could see better the bird. And then here I also fuzzy cut all the little flowers, and then like I put a fairy here, there's one here, and there's one up here, and then all the little flowers are fuzzy cut. And then this, the only thing I used that isn't from the collection are the stickles, this lace which I found at a garage sale this weekend, and the rhinestones here, and the little pearl. Oh, and then I put moss all the way around, which I'll show you guys that now. And then here's another, I did put a piece of lace inside here also. So what I did with the banner is I glued it here, and I went ahead and I let it, you know, it's rounded here, like you could stick my finger here in the back. And then I glued it here, and then I glued it here, so it's like sticking out like that, and that's where she's sitting. And then here I also put her, this little fairy, which is doubled also, as you could see here on the side. So I cut 2 of them, and then I just popped one up. And then, like I said, the moss is all the way around. The roof, what I did is I got the, I got this paper, and I cut it to make it seem like if they're tiles, and I used the Martha Stewart doily punch. And then I put that there, and then up on top I put this fairy. Let's see if you guys can, let me put it over here better. I put that fairy with the little rabbit, the one reading, and then the one that's just, you know, looking, and then this fairy that has the trumpet. And I put some moss there, and on the opposite side, the other side, is the same. So I just cut them 2 times. Let's see if it focuses. Okay, there it goes. I just cut them 2 times on opposite sides. I popped them up and I glued them down, and then the other side also has the same thing with the roof tile, with the paper. And then on this side I fuzzy cut again. I made this, I put this image down. What I did is I just glued it here and down here, so here it's puffy and then it's flat here. And then I went ahead and I put all the little flowers, I fuzzy cut little flowers, all so it wouldn't look like the image, because they were just going to be too hard to cut, so tiny. And then I put some moss in the bottom so it could look like it's an actual, you know, actually a scenery. And then here's another little fairy. And then let me show you. This is the back side. Again, I fuzzy cut a bunch of little flowers, and then if you could see, there's a fairy sitting here, and there's one here, she's pointing to the frog. There's one up here that's pointing also to the frog. One sitting here. And then here is another fairy. And then here's the one that's supposed to be the book. I used the 8x8 here. And I just made it, you know, so it can look like an actual book like this. I put moss in the bottom. I put another little fairy here, fuzzy cut, like she's watching him. He's doubled, so what I did is I took another piece of that, and see, I popped it up. And then I did the same thing with this fairy. I cut 2 of them. The one that came with the book stayed, and then the other one I went ahead and, as you could see, I popped it up. And then if you see from this side, I didn't want the paper of the fairy to show, so what I did is I went ahead and I just put a couple more flowers there, also fuzzy cut it. And then let me show you the opposites, the other side. The other side, like I said, there's the roof, the way that I did the, I cut with the doily, punched with the doily, and I put that down. And then on this one, I just used this image. I just put, because here there's a tree, so I just put some moss here and a little bit here. And then I put another fairy here sitting on like the moss. I did paint the house. At first I had painted it pink and I didn't like it. Then I painted it like a white color and I didn't like it. So then I painted it this limey green color, which is really pretty. But like I said, I finally broke down and I used my collection. Actually, Evelyn gave me the inspiration. I can't remember her. I can't remember her. I know she doesn't have a blog, and I know she has a YouTube channel, but she doesn't do videos. But if I find her, I'm gonna look for her card, and I'll put her I'll put her name so you guys can go to her. But this weekend we were at a crop, and not this weekend, last weekend, and she went ahead and was using hers. And I was like, I can't believe you're breaking into that collection. She goes, yeah, of course I am. She was doing, I think, a banner, or she did a banner for Wally. And I said, you know what? I'm going to break down and I'm just going to go ahead and take mine out. So this is my birdhouse. As you could see, let me give you one more tour. I mean, I really, really like the way it came out. I mean, it did take me a couple of hours to do, within a couple of days, because I was not feeling well with really bad headaches. So, but I finally did finish it. And like I said, here's the front, which I thought was really cute, and here's the other side. And I hope you guys like it, and thanks for watching.